Hello everyone, this is the East Coast Economic Update for January the 9th, 2011. Few things I would like to throw out at you. I am not going to go into detail about the Arizona shooting incident. I only found out about it after sundown yesterday because obviously during Shabbos I'm not online. But I will leave you with a hyperlink with a YouTuber named Agrippa's Notebook 3336. She does a lot of stuff. Actually, she has a Pal Talk chat room, Bullion Bugs. Very good. Talks about a lot of stuff. And I'm going to leave you her channel and her video about the AZ shooter and let you talk about that and discuss it amongst yourselves. We have not had a really good analyst since Carmen from Cassandra Review disappeared. And Carmen, if you are watching this video, please contact me. We haven't seen each other in over a year and I'm concerned about you. But Agrippa's Notebook 3336 is she's a good analyst, and she doesn't put anything up unless she's done the analysis thoroughly and felt confident enough to put it up. And I respect her for that, and I would encourage you to watch the video, subscribe to her, and encourage her, because we need more people like herself on YouTube giving clear analysis instead of fear-mongering. So, which brings me to the next concept, which is while all this was going on, and people are being distracted by the possibility that anybody who believes in the Constitution is a terrorist, surprise, surprise, here on naturalnews.com, researchers discovered a shocking 96% decline in 4 major bumblebee species. That is more significant, unfortunately, than murdering a few people, and I'm not trying to belittle that situation, but without bumblebees we can't grow food. Most of the food that we eat have to be fertilized by bees, and they are the linchpin that holds the ecosystem together. Now, I'll let you read the article, but in a similar article the same day on Blacklisted News, we have the issue of England where a number of turtle doves died unexpectedly, which falls behind that blackbird incident that happened last week. My concern here is that while we are being distracted by basically an unfortunate incident that was done by somebody who was marginally mentally ill and maybe coerced by, and I'm being very careful about my word choices here, that may have been encouraged or directed by other people, and you can leave that statement to your own imagination. What we find here is that since or during the signing of the FDA's Food Safety and Modernization Law that was signed on Tuesday officially, with all the bells and whistles, and I would encourage you to go to my East Coast Economic Update blog. You can click on there. I just put up another article. This is all linked ultimately, if you follow this sort of thing, to the Codex Alimentarius and to Agenda 21. These are not conspiracy theories, ladies and gentlemen. These are situations where people are being both separated from their food source, so therefore they assume that food comes from Big Brother and not from their own hands and from their own actions. And conversely, anybody who does want to grow their own food ultimately will be seen as a terrorist, which I do cover in that blog that's also listed. The time and I'm going to finish my thought here with a seminal discussion that I would like to start having with all of you, is that the time for showing people documentation and convincing them that corporatization of the United States and of the world and the globalization of the world is a form of, direct slavery is over. The best and most possible thing to do, and I'm speaking for myself, and I'm speaking out loud for you to all think about what I'm about to say. The purpose, excuse me, the purpose ultimately of every individual at this point, as I refer to ourselves as the awake and mindful minority, is to now stop telling people and protesting and start acting and educating. In other words, going to your front lawn, turning that lawn over, letting it rot and grow potatoes, tomatoes, and so forth. If you have a piece of property and it's away from your living area, whether you live in the city or the suburbs, to start doing that. People who live in the city, I would encourage guerrilla gardening, and just Google guerrilla gardening. And it happens here in the Bronx. A lot of people, you'll be walking by some trees and you'll see a little fence, and people's vegetables are growing there. Boom, and nobody's touching them. This is an opportunity where the only way we're going to keep our relative sovereignty and our relative freedom as individuals, and I've given up the concept of we must take over our government. The only way we can bring about change at this point is to do it in a manner that is A, nonviolent, and B, educational by growing food. And I'm going to use this example. I'm throwing it out. Now, whatever you may think of Gandhi, the point is that his methods worked. How he broke the back of the British Empire was by turning around and saying, I will not eat your food. I will not wear your clothes. I will grow my own clothes. I will grow my own food. I will be independent of you. I will, as the old Soviet statement was, vote with my feet. I will walk away from this system for the most part. And I will continue to grow my food, I will continue to make my own clothing, and I will continue to barter with my brothers and my neighbors. And you, as the famous saying by Gandhi, you may arrest me, you may beat me, and you may kill me. Then you will have my body, but you will not have my obedience. That is civil disobedience, ladies and gentlemen, in its nutshell. Not to create violence, because that's what any major political body wants, but to just disengage from this life by living apart from it. And ultimately, that's what the word holy means. It means to be separated, to be apart from the thing, the aspect of the mundane. And by our actions, instead of our words, we will be able to wield great power. I leave you with that. Shalom, my friends.